closer to you with a summary of major happenings around the globe. The news on Everest FM Ilorin. Bringing the world closer to you with a summary of major happenings around the globe. The news on Everest FM Ilorin. The world closer to you with a summary of major happenings around the globe. The news on Everest FM Ilorin.
Hello, good morning, and thank God it's Friday. As you already know, we do it on Emirate Radio. We bring you latest from the newspaper that are making waves, like these, the newspaper headlines that are making waves on Emirate Radio Newspaper Review. Good morning once again. My name is Latifah Ibrahim-Arowona, and Emirate Radio is located behind the Federal Ministry of Environment off Old Jeba Road, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. Today is Friday, the 26th of September 2025. And the newspaper I have this morning with me are the Punch newspaper, our online royal newspaper, the Daily Post newspaper, and of course the Nation newspaper. As you can see, I am alone today as my partner, Alim Abdusalam. Alim Abdusalam is in camp. Oh my God, I'm missing that girl so much, and I really hope you are going to have very, very, very much fun in camp. Alim Abdusalam. Okay. So stay with us as I take you through the headlines first and then the news in details. On the Punch newspaper this morning, 5 retired senior police officers face age falsification charges. Wow, that's a big one. And still on the Punch newspaper this morning, Kano man arrested for killing grandparents over food. Wow. Still on the Punch newspaper this morning, Sokoto governor's wife supports over 41,000 female students with cash. Alright. And on our online royal newspaper this morning, INEC chair leave claims dismissed by Sani. And still on the online royal newspaper this morning, Rashid Ladoja crowned Olubadan amid grand celebration. That is a very big congratulations to the Olubadan of Ibadan land. Today is a celebration, and all road leads to Ibadan today. And still on the online royal newspaper this morning, Kwara receives blueprints for harmonious coexistence of Kwasuet. And on the Daily Post newspaper this morning, Southeast governors have not abandoned Nnamdi Kanu, says Otsi. So very much glued to the Daily Post newspaper this morning. Dangote refinery sacks all Nigerian workers 24 hours to join Pengasan. Wow, that was a very big one. And still on the Daily Post newspaper this morning, he has shown his true colors. Nopeng reacts as Dangote refinery sacks all Nigerian workers. Okay, that is a reply to Dangote sacking Nigerian workers in his refinery. And on the Nation newspaper this morning, Army neutralizes ISWAP fighters, false terror attack in Zamfara and Kwara. Still on the Nation newspaper this morning, Barau Ganduje orders step up plan to displace NNPP in Kano. Still on the Nation newspaper this morning, push for female Awujale gathers momentum. Wow, that's a very big one. And lastly, on the newspaper headlines this morning, on the Nation newspaper, Afenifere urges probe into Senator Natasha's allegations against Akpabio. So that's that on the newspaper headlines this morning. Stay with me as I take you through the newspaper review in details after this very, very short break.
Bringing the world closer to you with a summary of major happenings around the globe. The news on Everest FM.
Okay, welcome back from that very short break. So I'm going to take the Punch newspaper first. 5 retired senior police officers face age falsification charges. The federal government has filed charges against 5 retired senior police officers over alleged age falsification and forgery, but their arraignment before a federal Capital Territory High Court in Maitama was stalled for the 3rd time yesterday due to their absence in court. The defendants, AIG Ido Ohuaha, CP Bennett Igwe, CP Ukachi Peter Opara, DCP Obo Okama Obo, and ACP Simon A. Law are facing a 14 charge marked CR 353-2025 brought by the Inspector General of Police. They are accused of conspiring to falsify their ages to remain in service beyond the mandatory retirement period in violation of the Penal Code of the Public Service Rule. The charges also allege forgery, fraudulent declarations, and the use of falsified documents in police records and court proceedings. At yesterday's sittings, Prosecution Counsel ACP Rimam Somte Ezekiel told the court that efforts to serve the defendants at their last known address failed because they had relocated. He said copies of the charge were also sent to their WhatsApp numbers without result. Ezekiel urged the court to issue a bench warrant for their arrest. However, defense counsel Tarka Ando San opposed the request, insisting that criminal charges require personal services. He urged that the prosecution has the resources to arrest and produce the defendants, noting if they could arrest Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya and Omowoyole Sowore in Nigeria, why not these defendants? Okay, I hope they are able to bring them to book. And how can police, for God's sake, falsify their age and all? It's not just police anyway. Even people that work in civil service, like all those civil servant people too, most of them falsify their age. I don't know. It's not their fault. Again, it's just Nigeria. It's Nigeria that is doing everybody. It is what it is. That's Nigeria for us. Okay, still on the Punch newspaper this morning. Kano man arrested for killing grandparents over food. This is a very sad one. A 30-year-old man, Latifah Ibrahim, has been arrested by the Kano State Police Command for allegedly stabbing his grandparents to death during a heated argument over food at their residence in Kofar Dawana Quarters, Dala local government area of the state. According to a statement issued by the State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Abdullahi Kiawa, it was stated that the incident occurred yesterday morning around 9:30 a.m. and was promptly reported at the Dala Divisional Police Headquarters. The suspects believed to be under influence of intoxicants at the time of the attack allegedly used a knife to inflict multiple stab wounds on his grandfather, Muhammad Sokoto, 75, and grandmother, Adiza Tasidi, 65, following a disagreement over food. The victims were rushed to the Murtala Muhammad Specialist Hospital, Kano, where medical personnel confirmed them dead on arrival. Oh my God. Their bodies were examined and subsequently released to family members for burial in line with Islamic rites. Seriously, that is very sad. Their grandchild stabbing them because of food, because he is intoxicated. That's why we always preach on these things. Don't drink, don't smoke, don't take anything that will make you lose your mind. If it's not that he has lost his mind, how will you just stab somebody because of food? Not just somebody, your grandparents. Probably they were the one that brought him up from a very little child. It is really well with Mutawakil. He has killed 2 people, his grandparents at that. Oh my God, this is a very sad one for the people of Dala. It is very sad. It is well with Mutawakil. I don't know what to say to like. It is very sad and very touching. Okay, still on the Punch newspaper this morning, Sokoto government's wife supports over 41,000 female students with cash. Okay, this is a good one. The wife of the Sokoto State Governor, Hajia Fatima Aliyu, on Thursday, which is yesterday, launched the disbursement of cash support to 41,821 female students under the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment Project. The news agency of Nigeria reports that the disbursement was a conditional cash transfer program aimed at advancing girl-child education in Sokoto State through the support. Aliyu said the initiative aimed to support the girls financially, helping them overcome economic challenges and continue their education without interruption. I am pleased to learn that the Agile project is significantly contributing to reducing the burden of out-of-school children in our communities by increasing secondary school enrollments among adolescent girls in Nigeria. It is on the strength of the impact of the project that more states are benefiting from education support. By educating girls, Agile is helping to build a more just and prosperous society, Aliyu said. She urged the beneficiaries and their families to ensure judicious use of the funds through school attendance and concentration on studies for the future. In a remark, the National Coordinator of Agile, Ms. Fatima Ibrahim-Arowona, said the CCT program was a vital Agile strategy to boost enrollment, retention, and transition of girls in public secondary school. Buba Haruna expressed hope that the CCT initiative will deliver long-term benefits and transform the lives of many girls. I do pray that this initiative does transform the life of so many girls, because it is not smiling. So many out of school children and so many things that are not supposed to be happening is happening to them. So yes, that's that on Punch newspaper. So I will be right back in a short break. Welcome back from that very short break. All right, so to the online royal newspaper. INEC chair leave claims dismissed by Sani. Former Kaduna lawmaker Senator Shehu Sani has dismissed reports claiming that President Bola Tinubu directed INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu to take compulsory pre-retirement leave. In a post on X, formerly Twitter, yesterday, Sani described the alleged directive as most likely a social media entertainment news. The speculation followed claims that Tinubu asked Yakubu to step aside before his tenure ended. Reportedly, after briefings from Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, the unverified report alleged that the governor accused Yakubu of undermining all the Progressive Congress and secretly supporting an opposition candidate in Imo State. Sani, however, firmly dismissed the claim as false. Okay, Sani has said it is false, or I hope it is false and not true. Okay, still on the online radio newspaper this morning, it is all celebration in Ibadan, the city of Ibadan. This morning, or today, actually, the whole of today is going to be bustling and hustling with a lot of people, as Rashid Ladoja crowned Olubadan amid grand celebration. All road leads to the historic Mapo Hall today as Ibadan hosts the coronation of Oba Rashid Ladoja as the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land. The event, already described as the most glamorous in the history of the Olubadan too, has drawn dignitaries from across Nigeria, with President Bola Tinubu expected to attend in honor of his longtime ally. Other notable guests include former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, state governors, ex-governors, traditional rulers, captains of industry, and cultural leaders. Governor Seyi Makinde is playing host as Ibadan witnesses what is likely to be its most widely attended coronation. The city has been transformed into grand cultural stage with drumming, colorful procession, and traditional displays across major districts from Ring Road to Bodija. Hotels are fully booked and visitors pour in from within and outside Nigeria. Streets and roundabouts are adorned with banners and billboards of the new monarch, bearing slogans such as "Long live Olubadan" and "Ibadan Pride, Yoruba Glory." Obaladaja's journey to the throne began decades ago when he was installed as Magaji of Ladoja family. Okay, that is a very, very long read. You want to read that, and I'm very, very sure you're going to enjoy it. You can just pick it up from our online radio newspaper and go through it because I still have much, much more news to go through. Alright, still on the online royal newspaper this morning. Kwara received blueprints for harmonious coexistence of Kuwait and Kwaswed. The committee sets up to develop a blueprint for the harmonious coexistence of Kwara State College of Education, Kuwait, Ilorin, and the newly established Kwara State University of Education, Kwaswed, Ilorin, has formally submitted its report to the state government. Receiving the reports in Ilorin, the Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Hajia Sa'adatu Modibo Kawu, commended the committee for carrying out what she described as a thorough and well-detailed assignment. She promised to forward the document to Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, CON, for immediate consideration and action, and assured that the recommendation will be followed to the letter. The commissioner also lauded Governor Abdulrazak for providing all the necessary logistics that enable the smooth conduct of the assignments, expressing optimism that the report will bring immense benefit to the two institutions and the state's education sector at large. Okay, it's a very good one. Minister of Education in Rumi. Okay, and away from our online royal newspaper to the Daily Post newspaper. Dangote Refinery sacks all Nigerian workers 24 hours they join the Pengassan. The management of Dangote Petroleum Refinery has terminated the employment of all its Nigerian workers. The statement to this effect was shared on X on Wednesday by a political commentator, Imran Wakili. Dangote Refinery has officially laid off all of its Nigerian workers under the guise of reorganization less than 24 hours after 90% of them joined Pengassan, he wrote. Wakili said the development comes less than 24 hours after 90 of them joined the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, which is Pengassan, according to the memo dated September 25, 2025, and signed by the Chief General Manager of Human Assets Management, Femi Adekunle. Wakili posted on X, the company said the decision was taken as part of a total reorganization of the plants following reported cases of sabotage in different units of the refinery. The notice directed affected staff to surrender all company property in their possession to their line managers and obtain exit clearance. The Finance Department was also instructed to compute benefits and entitlements for payments in line with terms of employment. The refinery's management thanked the dismissed workers for their services while in its employment. Oh my God, this is not a very good news, but it is what it is. I really hope they are going to call them back because no, so many people are going to suffer for this. Like, apart from those that are working their family and those that are benefiting from them, like that is not a very, very good one at this end of the month. God, end of the month and end of the year is coming as well, so no, it is not a very good one. Okay, still on the Daily Post newspaper this morning, he has shown his true colors. No Pink reacts as Dangote Refinery sacks all Nigerian workers. The Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers has reacted to the sack of all Nigerian workers by Dangote Refinery. No Pink said the action is typical of Aliko Dangote, the president of Dangote Refinery. The national president of No Pink, Prince Williams Akporeha, made this known in an interview with newsmen today. This comes after the president of the Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengassan, Festus Osifo, today confirmed that Dangote Refinery sacked all its Nigerian workers over membership of the union. Reacting to the developments, Akpori has said Dangote has started showing Nigerians its true colors. This is the stuff Dangote is made of. He has shown his true colors to all Nigerians. It's all newsmen. Okay, Dangote, I really do hope that is not your true color, as it does not pay all of us. Like, it is not a very good one. Like, it's not at all. Okay, away from that, the Nation newspaper this morning. Army neutralizes ISWAP fighters, foils terror attack in Zamfara and Kwara. At least 25 non-state actors, including Islamic State's West African province fighters, violent extremists, and kidnappers, have been killed by Nigerian army troops nationwide. The military sources at Army headquarters told newsmen yesterday night that the renewed efforts by frontline troops have led to the rescue of 16 kidnapped victims, arrest of terrorist logistics suppliers in Borno and Adamawa states. Elaborating on the operations, the sources said troops killed ISWAP's terrorists in Karumi in Konduga local government area of Borno state and Kolori in Madagali local government area of Adamawa state. The sources say troops arrested suspected terrorist logistics suppliers in Mafa local government area of Borno state, confiscating 23 containers of petrol concealed in a bag. Additionally, troops intercepted smuggled petrol and fertilizers in Mubi North local government area of Adamawa state. Okay, that is a very good one from the army, and I really hope they continue to reach forward on these ISWAP people and the terrorists and all. Okay, so on the Nation newspaper this morning, Barau Ganduje orders step-up plan to displace NNPP in Kano. Leaders of All Progressive Congress in Kano State yesterday resolved to mobilize support for the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The leaders, former National Chairman Umar Ganduje, Deputy Senate President Jibril Barau, Senator Kabir Gaya, former Secretary to the government Suleiman Bichi, also vowed to reclaim the governorship from the New Nigerian People's Party. The party's stalwarts, who converged in Transcorp Hilton Hotel in Abuja, noted that President Tinubu has not disappointed the ruling party, Kano State, and the country. I don't know about that. Also, I don't know about that. They have not disappointed anybody. You cannot say that. You can't. Okay, also at the brainstorming session that lasted for 2 hours, where the chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Appropriation, Abubakar Kabiru Abubakar, Kano APC Chairman Idris Abubakar, Senator Kawu Suleiman, Senator Bashir Lado, and state and federal lawmakers. Ganduje told reporters at the meeting assessed the party's prospects in the state and reaffirmed supporters for the president's second-term aspiration. May the best man for Nigeria win. That is what I'm going to say about this. Their wahala they are going all about and voting for President Tinubu and all. It is just that. May the best man for Nigeria wins. Okay, I think our time is fast spent as the next person, Afar, is here to give us a Friday sermon as usual. But before I go, I'm going to take these 2 headlines so that you can go through them, because they are going to be a very, very good read for you and you're going to enjoy them. On the Nation newspaper this morning, the headline says, "Push for female Awujale gathers momentum." That is a very, very good one. A female Awujale, it's a very good one and it's a new one. Okay. Afenifere urges probe into Senator Natasha's allegation against Akpabio. So that starts on newspaper review this morning on Emirate Radio. Thank you for listening. I am Latifah Ibrahim-Arowona and have a very good Friday and weekend.